Can't say.
Hey now, what happened to Miss Noya? Remember, our honest work will make the world a
All
better
right.
place.
Looting the garbages, right? So that's whatever. Vending machine. I don't think I need that.
Oh,
The silver wearing thick, glittering spectacles is sitting on an orange couch, nervously fingering his badge, which reads Monty James. Large suitcase rests at his feet with a leaflet about the dome at the top.
hiya.
He looks up and studies your face with a squint. Ah, it's you. How do you like the inside of the dome? You're not ready to answer? Not enough time has passed to form a clear impression. Stares moodily down at his suitcase. My first impression is unfortunately not very positive. They forgot to add my name to the new recruits manifest. Can you imagine? Registering? Are you for real? That would be incredibly kind of you. Maybe my optimism about this place and people working here was justified after all. I've really cheered him up quite a bit.
I hope to see you again soon.
Hello, come up to the desk, please.
Your Selectron has not been properly authorized. Please visit the reception desk to register.
A tall receptionist watches you from behind his desk with a bored, haughty look. He waves impatiently at you to approach. The employee glances at you indifferently. His upper lip is ever so slightly curled in contempt.
All new employees must register first thing. Come up to the desk, please.
The nameplate on the desk tells you you're talking with Dean Rayhet, administrator. The administrator slaps himself on the forehead.
Ah, I almost forgot the regulation pre-registration greeting. Just a second.
Rayhet produces a reel-to-reel tape recorder from beneath the desk, rewinds the tape to the beginning, and presses play. The speakers explode with a harsh, crackling sound, over which the tick-tick of a metronome slowly grows louder. Solemn music begins to play, and the administrator's face takes on a serious expression.
Dear employee, on behalf of the Cronus Foundation, I, Administrator Dean Rayhet, welcome you to your new life under the dome.
The administrator clears his throat and continues.
By joining our company, you choose the path of science and progress. You are among mankind's best, and we ask that you live up to this.
Dean squints down at the monitor.
Deserve this title. Do your job honestly. Obey the law. Respect your colleagues.
Hey, Salty.
and-
Yep, new game. How did the other one end? Well, my woman died. So we did kill... Oh my gosh. The Russian dude ended up being... one of the... what was it called? The Blisk. So we killed him. Then they killed my woman. Oh, he killed my woman. And at the end, I cloned her. So I could have my woman.
The music fades, and the administrator finishes his speech.
And together we will
not
build
feeling
the
the
best possible future for all mankind.
Yeah, it started probably around noon today. I don't know if I'll make it for a full stream.
Dean puts the tape recorder away.
Now that we're done with the official greeting,
But I really
I'll
want to play
register
this
you
game.
and upgrade your Selectron. Okay?
They're ready to begin the registration.
Dean's hands hover over the keyboard. He gives you a nod.
Well, if you watch the game, I've been trying to I've been trying to bed Natalia in the game. She denied me all the time. So when she died and I cloned her, I changed it so then she wanted me. Yep. I'm a perverted alien. I have been drinking water. I have some pop now, but I've been drinking water. My water's empty. Information in advance. Dictate information to him.
The administrator squints at the paper in his outstretched hand before setting it next to the keyboard and entering the information into the database. Rayhet scans the computer screen.
So your position in the waiting list was 63,784. You've been assigned to Magellan Station. A special bus will bring you there after a series of briefings. Please pass me your Selectron so I can update the firmware.
Dean snaps the docking port of your pass to a recess in the casing of his computer.
Tired drinking water today.
The administrator returns your
Also, I'm drinking something
Selectron.
else. There's
Cronus
only
was
so much
founded
water I can
as
drink.
a society of scientists and military professionals. White Wingers have special privileges at most of the original locations built in 71 and 72. And there are still purely white zones in Magellan too. Limited access laboratories, operating rooms, the morgue, warehouses, some parts of the reactor. I think you'll like it.
Dean continues.
All new employees have a short list of tasks to perform on arrival. Do you want to hear all the details or just the short version?
Short version.
Rayhet snorts.
To make it short, get your uniform from storage,
I don't like
your
tea.
weapons from the armory, pass the
I
psi
don't like tea.
abilities
My wife's
test,
not feeling the
and
best. She
complete
had
your
tea.
weapons training at the training zone. Then learn how to use the scanner, avoid anomalies, and properly catalog anything you observe. Last, go to the waiting room and wait for the bus to Magellan.
Dean sits back in his armchair.
That's it. I hope there aren't any questions.
Rayhet
Questions?
claps his hands in satisfaction.
Great.
He reaches for the tape recorder, but thinks better of it.
Protocol calls for a little welcoming preamble, but dash it all, that's nonsense. Welcome to Concord Station.
As he's about to turn away, Dean suddenly remembers something.
Oh yes, I sent your mail to your Kairos. Check your new messages.
Yeah, we can. Monty, who is a Silver Wing, who is like a supervisor, had wasn't registered, so I said I'd help him. So I can actually register him as the Orange Wing instead of a Silver Wing, which is more or less the help. Give him a manual. I won't though. I'll be nice to him. You enter Monty James' data into the system, noting the registration form for Silvers has several extra fields. Apparently, Cronus sees managers as a special cast. Once you double-check your input, you press send. With a beep, the system accepts the data and redirects you to the main menu. Greeting employee. Enter the command and select option. Download your personal mail to Karis. Read the latest news. Okay. Department White Wing clearance 1. Procedural actions: receive uniform and weapons. Complete military training. All right. News. Mishmash of symbols on the screen. Taking a closer look, you realize the characters represent a photo. Images depict a flaming ball floating above the laboratory workbench. Three figures stand behind it, scientists presumably, but you cannot make out their faces. Read the article. The image of the scientist and the relic is replaced in text. 5 years of the future. Humanity celebrates discovery of Dome Day. You skim the article, mostly chest thumping, dissertation, and supposed future of human civilization. We can log out. Go talk to him, tell him he's good to go.
Mr. Rayhet,
Monty is sucked deep in thought, also in the cushions of the chair as you approach. He greets you with a slight nod, but he remains immersed in his reverie. You've added him. Takes off his spectacles, rests them on a cushion beside him, and envelops you in a big hug. Glasses back on. Thank you for such an impressive example of cooperation with a stranger. Perhaps the dome is really special.
I hope to see you again soon.
I want to. Oh, take it all. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I took it all. Sound of running water. Use the vacuum cleaner? I'm not the hired help, I'm a scientist. Making sure they work. Making sure they work. Again. So, disinfectant, piece of cloth. I wonder if we can craft, health maybe? We just go this way. Propaganda videos are playing on every channel.
What do you want?
See a slim, cheekbony silver woman with a red warning lamp in her hand. On the lapel of a perfectly ironed suit, the badge says Anna Leroy. Waves her lamp in the air, trying to attract some attention. Valued employees, according to the administrative orders of September 14th, 1976. Hey, I'm a few months old. The waiting area must be accessed through the regular staff corridor. Please be advised that the rule does not apply to newly arrived employees.
Your life will be forfeit.
Something with my chest. I have a chest cold? I don't know. It's like pressure in my chest. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's not something bad. But really, besides stomach bugs, I haven't really been sick for almost 3 years. Pauses and begins to cough. Should cut down the smokes. Good day, new employee. Silver nods as she is depressed. She seems to have noticed you.
See ya.
Mad at me. Talk to Sydney. Oh, actually, let's check the container. Please don't
Behind
die.
the storage counter, you
hope
see
I
a
don't.
small, neat guy. His gingery hair shines with something like brilliantine. His badge says, Sidney Maynard, storekeeper. The silver perks up at your approach. A thick logbook appears at once from under the counter. Sidney puts on thick glasses that seem to age him 5 decades in an instant and studies the lined pages. The silver finally stops and pins down a particular page with his finger.
This is your first uniform requisition, right? You can also purchase any equipment you need for the desert directly from me.
Ask him to issue my equipment.
Maynard adjusts his glasses in a businesslike manner.
And before I give you the uniform, please listen to these short instructions.
I'm listening.
Sidney fiddles with his hairstyle.
So, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Life under the dome can be dangerous. You may get shot, spill acid on yourself, get electrocuted, or suffer the effects of a dangerous anomaly. You may also freeze to death or get fried.
Right.
That's why it's important to wear protective equipment when traveling outdoors. Of course, in hazardous situations, the equipment will get damaged, and the more it's damaged, the more often one has to repair it.
The silver steps back from his counter to indicate the repair kit boxes piled in the back of the warehouse. He points back at the shelves behind him.
We've got repair kits for this gear. There are Blue Wing specialists ready to help you at any large base, of course, but they're not always available. So, you'd better learn how to use repair kits and workbenches on your own. It's a useful skill.
Sidney rests the logbook on the desk.
That's all the instructions. Now, I'm going to issue your uniform.
Fantastic.
The silver disappears into the back for a while and returns with a small package.
I'm just glad it's narrated. The main parts are.
Unfolding the package, Maynard shows you a brand spanking new uniform.
A better place.
Sidney proudly shakes out a bright white jacket. It more resembles a thick mantle than a lab coat.
Look, this is the most advanced clothing under the dome. It protects from acid, aggressive fauna, and radiation. Not very effectively, though. Don't expect miracles.
He raises a finger.
All right.
One more important thing. In accordance with Order 16-225, helmets and gloves are not issued, but they're available for purchase from me. Please bear in mind that a full set includes headgear or a mask, jacket, trousers, gloves, and boots.
Okay.
Sydney hands you the package.
Here's your uniform. Enjoy.
What he has for sale?
Sydney adjusts his glasses.
Sure, I'll show you what we've got. You know, we're pretty well stocked here in Concord. Take a look.
I will.
Sydney scribbles something in his logbook.
Please come back anytime if you need something.
All right, so 50 gold. I don't have any money, but it's worth looking. So this one gives me cryo resist, heat resist, biochemical resist, energy resist. All right. Soldier's belt. There's a lab belt. 96% non-combustible synthetic materials.
Attention.
Equipped for convenient relic mounts. Are all the belts like that?
Your life will be forfeit.
Oh, no. They give that. This one gives you initiative. Oh, alright. Well, I have no money. I believe.
Anything urgent, Mr. Krachkov?
Katarzyna, did you mark it as Class 1 again, instead of 2? Look, here's the scanner data. It says the relic is a scientific device.
Wait, but it's still Class 1. I'm not going to violate protocol.
Katarzyna, my dear, you may violate protocol as long as it benefits the company. Take your lead from your
Loot
colleagues.
everything. See, look at somebody threw away good money.
And don't act so innocent.
With an empty beer bottle. I've been looking forward to this game. Yesterday was my day off, or took a day off, and I spent the entire day from when my kid got home from school to about midnight playing a game with him. Propaganda playing on TV.
The smell of good tobacco wafts off this tall, portly woman from a meter away. A black lacquered pipe, an open logbook full of signatures, and a metal flip calendar sit on the counter in front of her. A small nameplate reads, Margarita Tkachenko. The woman fixes her coppery hair with one hand and casually lights her pipe.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
Her voice is deep and gravelly.
Solasta. I want to play that on the channel some point. It just came out with the new DLC that added more classes, and I don't know if it added a new race or not, but added new classes for sure. But yeah, I like that game. But it's a game like this. It's a CRPG. Ask her for your personal weapon.
Margarita thumbs back a couple of pages in her logbook.
I see. This was your first receipt.
She glances at her Kairos, looks at you, snorts, and retreats to the shelves. Tkachenko returns a couple of minutes later, carrying something that looks more like a toy than a weapon. The weapon seems weightless as she spins it around her finger.
I ain't telling you shit about this thing, 'cause that's exactly how much I know. Laser, schmazer, cadmium battery, fiberglass body, blah, 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 blah. You probably know more about it than I do. Here.
Attention. Attention.
Well, for Solasta and this, like I said, it's a CRPG like this, but in there, you find this crown, and basically it's considered a magister's crown, and you got to collect all these gems that go into the crown, because apparently long ago in the past, these creatures came through a portal, and then the huge cataclysmic event that almost wiped out everybody. So yeah, I love it. It's my turf now. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Grab the weapon, sling it over your shoulder. No.
Handle relics carefully.
Not good with the energy weapons. It's probably what I'm going to be doing. Handle it carefully.
Margarita drags on her pipe
No.
and releases a puff of
Not
thick
at all.
yellow smoke.
I see you know the rules and won't cause problems.
Weapon drawbacks.
Takachenko bites down on the stem of her pipe.
Are you kidding me? I'm a different breed.
Portals.
One that doesn't understand toy guns. What if it turns out to be radioactive? Sorry, but I can't help you out on this one.
Okay. How about servicing it?
The black regards the Andromeda suspiciously.
Fuck it. If it breaks, bring it back and I'll trade it in for another one. There was a little cloth in the box it came in for cleaning the lens. That's all I know.
The armorer shrugs, puffing indifferently on her pipe.
It's the least I could do. We have a requisition list from the Silvers. For free, you receive only rubbish. If you want the real deal, check out the weaponry shop. Or me. Wait a minute. Sign your name here in the meantime.
Margarita reaches under her counter and produces a set of ammunition.
A new set of ammo is issued for every task, but there's so much bureaucracy you'll go daft. Expenditure report. Form number 16. Disposal form. The Silver's running true to form. So if you need more ammo, I recommend you either search or barter for it. Or learn how to craft it on your own. These are useful skills. Trust me.
Craft ammo? Yeah, I probably will try to figure that one out.
Leaning over the counter, the black points somewhere off to one side.
Now it's time for your
Oh,
training.
you talk about the stuff on the sides?
Fatherby is already waiting for you by the big gate. He's a bit dotty, but a good man nonetheless. But before the training zone, go see that wizard guy with his toothpicks. Be careful around him,
Okay, I
though.
bet.
Don't let him pitch you a line. Psychic my ass.
She winces in disgust.
I'll complain to the Silvers about that idiot. They'll take the appropriate measures. I hate those oranges. What the hell did they break locks for?
Is there a weight limit? Yeah, I'm not going to carry them out. I think that's just going to weigh too much. Wait. Can I talk for it? Can I just sell crap?
Takachenko grunts a greeting without removing them. Takachenko opens the big...
Alright, so I need high-tech weapons. So I believe it's like this one. This is the weapon I have. And do you have ammo? What do I need for ammo? Stun grenade. Yeah, I think that's what I need. Weapon power cell. Weapon power cell. This is what I need. Oh, you know the game I was talking about. Yeah. Alright. Well, well, that's expensive. Will you buy this crap? You will. Oh, I got 40. It's probably not a lot. I gotta put my clothes on too. I'm gonna keep the disinfectant. And a lockpick. My 6 gold. Did I just give that to her? Instead of... Oh, did I do it wrong? I think I did it wrong. Oh, well. Alright, let's get our stuff on here. Weapon. Boom. Alright, here's my energy shot. Ionization. Stun mode. High temperature shot. Regular shot, 12 to 14 damage. Range is 14. 90% damage, plus 2% times perception. Gives them electric shock for the ionization. 7 to 9. 60% damage, 50% chance, plus 5% times perception. Causes electric shock for 3 rounds, dealing 1 damage, plus 10% of target's maximum health each round. Target's biochemical resistance to decrease by 15 for 3 rounds. Stun mode. High temperature shot. 60% damage. Ignites the target for 3 rounds, dealing 1 damage plus 10% of the target's maximum health for each round. Target energy resistance is decreased by 50% for 3 rounds. Alright. So we got normal shots. This one applies burning. That one applies electroshock, which also debuffs.
Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will be forfeited.
2, 3.
A lean silver with thick black hair and a huge cigar clamped in his teeth is sitting in front of you. As you approach, he flashes a sly grin and slowly raises an outstretched hand above the table. Something really weird happens. All the paper clips, pencils, scattered toothpicks, and bits of trash float up from the table and hang in the air. The silver badge reading Andrei Mihai, Science Instructor, floats up as well.
Park's table is nothing unusual is occurring.
Here for the briefing, huh? Shall we get to it?
He takes the cigar out of his mouth and exhales a lush cloud of smoke.
Ready for the psionics briefing.
The silver props his elbows on the table.
Anyway, here's the deal. It's more profitable for people with a high psyche to study psionics. Give me your hand.
Not waiting for an answer, he grabs your hand with strong, dark fingers. Andrei gropes your hand with an expression of fierce concentration.
So, do you practice? Bells, bulbs, brushing mugs off the table, huh?
The silver takes a thin glove covered in talc from his desk and passes it to you.
Look, a glove, right? But it isn't just a glove. This is an ooh mama, hold me tight glove. It takes energy from your noggin, your psyche, and pew, concentrates it.
He counts off on his fingers.
Learn psionics. Put on the glove. Transform energy into the necessary shape. That's the whole briefing. Simple? Simple. Now to your questions, huh?
Have them tell you about psionics and its origins.
The silver takes a pull at his cigar and releases a self-important puff of smoke.
Psionics.
Just like in this
It's
guy.
a gift for all of us. The forefathers took off someplace. Poof, gone. Only the dome remains. And this. Psionics, huh?
He rocks back in his armchair, puffing on his cigar. The toothpicks again slowly rise up from the table. Mihai spreads his dark hands. Toothpicks hover around his head in a kind of halo.
Scientists say everyone has an organic skill called psyche. You have it, I have it, everyone has it, uh-huh. Big psyche, you got talents. Small psyche, no talents. You'll need to carry a lighter all your life.
Ask me to show you a trick.
Mihai spreads his hands good-naturedly as if to say, "You're welcome."
What's the objective of the game? Well, basically, we fight enemies. We got to explore the wasteland, and I don't know if we're trying to learn about the dome, because this dome appeared in 1971, just out of the blue, and we don't know what it is. So we're sending people into the dome to do research, and there's certain resources we can take from here, but any living being cannot leave the dome. If you try to go through the dome, you die. But any resources and stuff not alive can go through it. So we're just shipping stuff out. But I believe we're just trying to figure out what is going on with the dome. Now, it's 1976, I believe, the year I'm in it.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics carefully. In case of damage, your life will
The toothpicks on the table skitter around for a moment, arranging themselves into a curse word. The silver laughs loudly at his joke. The cigar falls from his mouth to float in the air, ash flaking weightlessly from the tip.
Attention, attention. Please handle relics
Yeah, I've been excited. I've been putting this game off for a long time because all these new ones keep coming out. Now I've just decided I'm going to play it. I know there's new games coming out that I really want to play. but I'm gonna hold off. I may take a day off, depends when I get this done, to play a city builder game, Ixion, because I played the demo of that and it was amazing.